Hi, fight fans, and welcome back to LL Sports TV. Hope you're all doing well. Tonight in Nottingham at the Motorpoint Arena, Anthony Cacace of Belfast successfully defends his IBO Super Featherweight title with a ninth round TKO over Lee Wood of Nottingham. Now, this fight had promised a lot beforehand, and it certainly delivered. The atmosphere in the Motorpoint Arena was electric. The fans turned out, shout out to them. They turned out in their droves. Anthony Cacace, he came into this fight at 36 years old, enjoying a bit of an Indian summer. He's had some recent and very good performances, including wins over former world champions Joe Cordina and Josh Warrington. Lee Wood, he's a former WBA featherweight champion, a big puncher with some excellent wins himself. He's got wins over Josh Warrington, Maurizio Lara. He avenged the previous loss to him. And of course, he beat Michael Conlan of Belfast in a previous Fight of the Year candidate. But Lee Wood was stepping up in weight. He's normally a featherweight, as I said before. He'd also been inactive, having not boxed for 19 months. So Cacace, southpaw, but he can fight orthodox. He's a switch hitter. Lee Wood is an orthodox fighter. Cacace actually started off the fight by boxing in an orthodox stance. Lee Wood was coming forward. He took the center of the ring, coming forward behind a jab, and he's looking to double up the left jab and looking to land that much vaunted right hand of his. But Cacace was always looking to counter. He looked sharp right from the off. And I thought he finished the first round really well, landed a really good, nice combination towards the end of the first round. So I did give him the first round. I thought the combination that he landed towards the end of the round was enough to give him that round. And by the second round, it was noticeable that Cacace was looking the sharper. He was starting to establish himself as the quicker and, carrying more hand speed, looked sharper, looked the better fighter, to be honest. Now, Cacace, he has long arms. He's very good on his feet. He's nimble. But he does throw a lot of unorthodox shots. And by the third round, he was starting to switch hit and he was starting to look good. But I did think that in the fourth round, Lee Wood started to come on. I thought that was a better round for him. He is having some success with his jab. Also landed a couple of right hands that definitely got Cacace's attention. And I thought he won the fourth round. Likewise, the fifth round, I thought Lee Wood maintained his good form of the fourth round. Again, landed some good jabs, landed a couple of decent body shots as well, and seemed to get Anthony Cacace's attention with some good right hands. In the sixth round, big round for Cacace, this one. Landed cleanly, jabs, uppercuts, hooks. He was starting to really turn on the skill set. Good round for him. Seventh round, another good round for Cacace. Showed some good variety. He throws he throws punches from all angles, and he varies his work. He's quite innovative with his work. Decent hands, good fighter. Good round for Cacace. In the eighth round, I noticed that there was a cut on Cacace. I wasn't sure if it was from a head clash or if it was from a punch, but there was definitely a cut around the eye, and there appeared to be some blood on his cheekbone as well. But in the ninth round is when things all changed. Massive round for Cacace. Landed a good combination, and also I think it was a counter left hook that started the damage. At this point, Lee Wood stumbled across the ring, discombobulated. Anthony Cacace followed up with a big barrage of shots. It looked like Lee Wood was going to go over. He stumbled across the ring badly, at which point the referee intervened and administered a count to Lee Wood. But upon resumption, Anthony Cacace launched himself at Lee Wood, landed another big barrage of punches, including a big left hook to the body, which visibly almost folded Lee Wood. And then he followed up with some more headshots, at which point Lee Wood's corner threw the towel in and the fight was stopped. So yeah, the fight ends in the ninth round. TKO stoppage to Anthony Cacace. I've got to say, really good performance. Cacace, very impressive, super skilled, accurate, very impressive. Definitely one of the most skilled fighters in the UK right now, I would say. And it's interesting because I did a preview, and in that preview, I said on this channel that Anthony Cacace had first come onto my radar back in 2021. Now, that was 4 years ago when he fought Leon Woodstock of Leicester. And at that time, Leon Woodstock was a pretty decent fighter. And Anthony Cacace beat him over 12 rounds unanimously and beat him well. You know what I mean? He well won it. And I remember thinking at the time, who's this guy? You know what I mean? Because I've not really heard of him before then. But he impressed me then. And he's certainly impressing me now, 4 years later, having become a world champion. And for him to be doing what he's doing at 36 years old is amazing. So, yeah, shout out to him. I mean, you think about it, that's back-to-back performances now. Cordina, Josh Warrington, and Lee Wood, all former world champions. And Anthony Cacace has beaten them all back-to-back. So that's amazing form. Now, after the fight, Anthony Cacace, in his post-fight interview, he says he's pursuing the big fights. He says he's, you know, all the fights from here on, he wants to be big money fights. I mean, even with this fight, he had vacated his IBF belt, for which the mandatory challenger is a guy called Eduardo Sugar Nunes, good fighter. But Anthony Cacace passed up that fight because he said he wanted to pursue the fight with Lee Wood because it made much more sense financially. And he continued that theme in the interview. He said he's only after the big money fights. He said he's willing to travel abroad. As long as there's big money fights, he'll take it. So yeah, that's what he wants to do. Frank Warren, his promoter and manager, seemed to be suggesting that he was going to try and get Anthony Cacace a big fight back in Belfast, a homecoming fight, which, let's face it, he certainly deserves. So, you know, that'll be good for him. As for Lee Wood, he wouldn't be drawn on what he will do in the future. He said that he's going to go home to his family and his team. Is going to reflect, and he won't be making any rash decisions, which makes sense. I mean, the last thing you want for fighters to do in the immediate aftermath of a fight is to say that they're going to retire, only to come back a few months later. So that makes sense what he said. I mean, if he does retire, he'll do so with my blessings. He's been a really good fighter. Definitely one of the best fighters ever to come out of Nottingham. Two-time world champion. Been in some really exciting fights, really entertaining fighter. And he's done well. So, yeah, shout out to Lee Wood. So whatever he does with my blessings. But yeah, congratulations to Anthony the Apache Cacace. Congratulations to him on an excellent performance. Can't wait to see his next fight. And that's all for me now, actually. Thank you so much for watching this video. Really do appreciate it. If you're new to the channel, please like, share, and subscribe. And I'll catch you on the next one. I'm out.